Welcome to our channel. Today we are embarking on a deep dive into the shimmering plastic world of credit cards, those rectangular pieces of magic and misery that live inside your wallet. Are you the absolute master of your credit card? Or are you currently serving a life sentence as a humble slave to the massive credit card corporations? If you are the type of person who does not pay off your balance in full every single month, you are essentially standing over a giant fire pit and tossing your hard-earned cash into the flames while the bank executives watch and cheer. Credit cards are absolutely everywhere. You likely have one, or perhaps 5. Or maybe you are one of our younger viewers currently sitting there wondering if you should sign up for that shiny piece of plastic just to get a free stuffed animal or a piece of luggage at the shopping mall. Today, we are pulling back the heavy curtain on 3 massive, lucrative secrets the banks are desperate to keep hidden from you. We are going to examine the internal machinery behind these multi-billion-dollar profits and provide you with the actual tools you need to fight back against the system. By the time we finish this discussion, you will be fully armed with the knowledge to avoid their carefully laid traps and keep more of your money exactly where it belongs, in your own pocket. Let us start with the first secret that keeps bank executives sleeping in silk pajamas every night. Your interest rate is not actually set in stone, and it can go up whenever the bank feels like it. Think back to the last time you walked through a busy supermarket or a bright shopping mall. You probably saw those mobile booths decorated with flashy colors and surrounded by free gifts. They have everything from designer luggage to kitchen gadgets, and the people working there are more energetic than a toddler on a sugar rush. They will tell you that all of these wonderful gifts are completely free if you just take 2 minutes to sign up for a card. But have you ever stopped to ask, why? Why are they spending so much time, energy, and actual money to give you a free toaster or a travel bag? It is because they know with absolute certainty that the return on that investment is going to be astronomical. If the general public actually realized just how much money banks rake in from credit card interest, there would probably be a peaceful protest in every bank lobby in the country tomorrow morning. You see the advertisements on television, hear them on the radio, or find them in your mailbox promising ultra-low introductory rates that look like a gift from the heavens. It looks so tempting that you sign up without a second thought, and then you find yourself stepping right into a financial trap. In the United States, for example, the average credit card interest rate is currently sitting around 17%. Stop and think about that for a second. 17% is an incredible amount of money. No matter where you live on this planet, credit card debt is almost always classified as high interest debt, and it is designed to be that way. When you sign up, the bank might promise you a beautifully low rate, but what they hide deep in the fine print is their legal right to adjust that rate at any time they choose. Usually, they are only required to give you a brief notice of about 15 to 30 days. They will send you an email or a paper letter filled with gray, boring, and utterly incomprehensible legal jargon that most people treat like the terms and conditions of a software update. Most people just click accept or throw the letter in the trash without reading a single word of the fine print. Hidden inside that mess of text is a notice saying your rate is jumping from 17% up to 18 or 19%. If you are not paying off your balance every month, you are suddenly facing the terrifying, unstoppable power of compound interest, and this time, that power is your worst enemy. When compound interest is working on your side, it is like a magic fountain of passive income that makes your life easy and your future bright. But when it stands against you, it turns into a financial black hole that swallows everything. Your interest becomes part of your principal balance, which then generates even more interest the next month. It is a snowball rolling down a steep mountain, growing larger and faster until it eventually crushes everything in its path. We see this tragic cycle with students who sign up for small loans or cards just to buy things they do not need to impress people they do not even like. They think it is free money, but that debt quickly becomes a bottomless pit that swallows the very start of their adult lives. Always remember that the most expensive things in life are often the ones advertised as being free. One moment of greed or vanity can end up ruining your entire life, so you must remain cautious. The second secret is even more sneaky because it means the banks win, even if you are a perfect customer who pays every single bill on time. You might think you are outsmarting the system by never carrying a balance and never paying a cent in interest, but the banks have a net that catches everyone. This is because of something called interchange fees, or transaction fees. Every single time you swipe your card at a restaurant, a grocery store, a gas station, or an online shop, the credit card company charges the merchant a fee. This fee is usually between 2 and 3% of the total purchase price. Imagine you decide to buy a new $1,000 laptop. The bank takes $30 just for providing the card machine and the convenience of the transaction. The bank did not build the laptop, they did not ship the laptop across the ocean, and they did not spend all day in a store trying to sell it to you, but they still get $30 for doing almost nothing. This fee is everywhere. Sometimes you will see it online as an extra surcharge for using a credit card, or you might go to a local family-owned restaurant that offers you a free appetizer or a discount if you pay with cash or a debit card instead. That is because the owner would much rather give you a free snack than give that 3% to the bank. The bank is essentially double dipping. They take massive interest from the people who cannot pay on time, and they take a cut from the merchants for every single person who does pay on time. This is why they are so desperate for you to use your card for every single thing you buy. They offer you points, cash back, and fancy rewards because they want you to swipe, and swipe some more. They would love it if you bought a brand new car on your credit card. The card itself is not the problem. It is an incredibly convenient tool for modern life, but you must have the discipline to use it correctly. Do not fall into the trap of only paying the minimum amount each month. Once you step into that cycle of debt, getting back out is like trying to run up a down escalator. The third secret is the most empowering one of all. You actually have the power to change the rules of the game with a single phone call. Most people are intimidated by their credit card companies, but you really should not be. You are the customer, and in the world of business, the customer is king. You have way more leverage than you realize because the bank has already spent a lot of money to acquire you as a customer. You can pick up the phone right now and tell them you are thinking about canceling your card because another bank offered you a better deal with a lower rate. You would be shocked at how quickly they change their tune when they think they might lose your business. You can ask them to lower your interest rate, and often they will do it just to keep you happy. You can ask them to waive your annual fee, and many times they will simply delete it because they know how much they make from your transaction fees anyway. If you see a mistake or a weird charge on your statement, do not just grumble about it. Call them and demand they fix it. They can even give you free perks, extra travel points, or statement credits just for being a loyal customer who asks. If you want to build your credit score faster, you can call to request a higher credit limit, which improves your utilization ratio. You can even ask to change your monthly due date to align better with your payday or your savings habits. This simple adjustment can make your financial life much more flexible and prevent you from accidentally missing a payment. Do not worry about being a nuisance to them. You pay them enough through those interchange fees, so you have every right to demand better service. If you accidentally miss a payment by a few days, do not let that small mistake ruin your credit score for the next 7 years. Call them, explain the situation, and ask them to remove the late fee and keep the incident off your permanent record. It is usually that simple, but most people never even try. The main takeaway for today is that your credit card should be a sharp tool in your hand, not a heavy leash around your neck. You need to be the boss of your own finances and the master of your own destiny. After you finish watching this video, I want you to actually take action instead of just nodding your head. Pick up the phone, call your credit card provider, and see what you can get out of them. Can they lower your interest rate by a few points? Can they give you a credit for your next purchase? Can they waive that annoying $99 annual fee? When you succeed, I want you to come back here and share your results in the comments so others can see it works. Did they give you 10,000 extra points? Did they drop your interest rate from 20% down to 15%? Sharing these wins helps everyone in our community realize that we do not have to be victims of the banking system. We can use these cards for the convenience and the rewards without ever falling into the debt trap. Be smart, be cautious, and never let a shiny gift at a mall booth distract you from the long-term goal of total financial freedom. Don't let yourself become a slave to a piece of plastic. Take control of your money today. Welcome to subscribe and like.